Hello everyone, it's me Dan600 here. So today we are going to be talking about the dogs and cats. You may be wondering, I have 44 sapphires. I'm buying a German Shepherd. What's happening? Well, I wanted to talk about, how they look. Not because they're not the greatest designs ever, but because of their realism. So first we're going to take the German Shepherd. So here is a picture of a German Shepherd. You could see all the proportions. Then we come over here. So I'm going to start on the tail. The tail is curly. This tail, clearly not curly. Now we go on to the next thing, the face. It's very blocky, and we come over here, it's smooth and rounded. And then we go to the ears. So the ears are kind of questionable. They're very large and sticking upright, kind of like this, but they're just not in the right place, and they're like angled sideways, and you can clearly see they're forward. With color, I think they did decently, but then it gets a bit too skinny and the legs are too big. And yeah, that's what I have to say about the German Shepherd. Now onto the Himalayan Cat. So it looks very bored. Does this look bored? No. So they got like the shape correct, but it's not the fluffiness I was hoping. Like, look at all this fur. It's like not there. So see how small its muzzle is. It's like this big, like it's like centimeter long. It's a cat. Also, its muzzles should not be separated from its face. Also, its head, it has no neck. Its head is just a blob. Its tail, what happened to its tail? This is a tail, not this. I'm very, very disappointed in just everything. The colors too. So then we move on to the French Bulldog, which have you ever looked up French Bulldog and just been like, wow, Animal Jam got it wrong. This is ugly. This is cute. This is ugly. This is cute. Wow, look at this. Okay, its body is so small. Its head is so big. Okay, its head is kind of big comparatively, but it's not that big. Also, it's like chubbier and less, I don't know what the word is, but it looks not, this just is not right. The eyes are too big, the ears are too big, and the wrong shape. Ugh, I can't. Okay. So then we're moving on to the Maine Coon. So you're thinking, wow, it looks a lot like a lion. An Animal Jam. Well, then you see a Maine Coon and you're like, wow, this thing is beautiful. Look at this mane, it looks like a lion. This also looks like a lion, but it's all wrong. Okay, I do not see how this is going, Animal Jam is putting it to this. Like, look at it. It's like the mane. That's my main problem. The mane. It's so weird. It's just a big blob of fur. Also, the ears. Look at the placement of the ears. They're not on the top of the head. Ugh. Ah! Okay, then we get to the legs. You can see they're not really as huge as Animal Jam put them. So they're just a bit, they're longer, like shape. See? They're longer. Like they're not this small. And look at the tail. It's so weird. Look at this one. Look at the tail. Just can't. Okay, on to the next one. Golden Retriever. Wow, I bet a lot of you have seen a real Golden Retriever before. This has no fur, except for the tail. Guess what? Look at this thing. It's shaggy. It's fluffy. It's beautiful. Look at those cute faces. Look at this disgusting creature. What happened? The giant paws. It just looks like a puppy. A puppy. This is not. That's a puppy. Okay. This is the real dog. Does it look like a puppy? No. Look how beautiful it is. Then you look at this scrawny thing and you're like, wow, what was AJ thinking? I have nothing more to say. Okay, so we're moving on to the Siamese cat. This is the one I think they got the most right. So, I mean, they got the face shape a little wrong, but the ears are good. Body shape is okay. Now we're moving on to the tail, the part I questioned the most. I mean, it's kind of like a noodle, if you know what I mean. You should know what I mean, just basing off the picture. But this tail is thicker than that one. That's really all I have to say about the Siamese cat. Siberian Husky. So this one I had trouble even thinking of something to say because, okay, so the face, they got the fur patterns wrong, but otherwise I think it's about right. So then the color pattern on the rest of the body is decent. I mean, I wouldn't call it the best, but the tail, no. It's definitely not curling up like that, and it's not flat. And then the proportions of the one Animal Jam, I think, is a tiny bit inaccurate. They have thinner legs and a bigger body. This one fails to do that, but so I'm not gonna do the Scottish Fold cat because I'm gonna have a video on the update later. So we're gonna talk about a different animal. This is like a completely different thing, but the Arctic wolf, a very discussed animal of many different opinions of how good it is. So yeah, if you look up Arctic wolf, let's look up Arctic wolf images. They do not look. Do you see any similarity of this and this? Like color maybe, but it doesn't have like those two layers of fur that it does on Animal Jam. Also, like they didn't get the face shape right. Everything doesn't really fit. But then you look up Samoyed and you find the real Arctic wolf. They should really be changing the name to Samoyed now, because does this look like the Arctic wolf in Animal Jam? Yes. Does it kinda have those two layers of fur that Animal Jam did? Yes. Yes, it does. Does it have the right face and ears? Yes. Yes, it does. Does it have the same fluffiness? Oh yes, of course. So I expect in the next few weeks for this name to be Samoyed. Thank you. Sorry if this was a weird video. I'm just getting out my feelings. So thanks for watching, and I'll have an update video coming out soon. Bye guys.